Chuck Peoples, what's up, man? Tattooed Fucker, Wyatt Cranford, Wyatt Hunter, Gary Staley, what's up? Highlander, 12 gauge micros. Here's a shit ton of cigar cases going. More parts for cigar cases. Black 12 gauge micros out here running. Those are online. You can order them. They'll ship Monday. They're already done. I just have to put them together. They're right here. Starting to come out of there. Highlander. Those will be going next. If you want a Highlander one, just send me an email. I'll make that work out. More cigar cases. Rallyman mag pouches are going. Like every Rallyman, every CQB, every, I think, patrol pouch. They've got those all batched. They're cutting those all up. The EDC pouches are coming through. Some of them have to be remade. The OD black, there's no OD. Like, this should have been Velcro, so they got done up. They're OD on the inside, but not on the outside. So we're going to redo those so there's something OD on the outside. Liberty Chick, you're welcome. Jonathan, what's up? It's going well. Tim, what's up? Happy New Year, guys. I thought New Year's Eve was tomorrow night. I didn't even realize it's tonight. We were going to go out of town. We have some pretty severe storms inbound. They're talking ice. So rather than get stuck out of town, we opted to just stay here. We'll see what tomorrow looks like. We might, go out and get some lunch and do a Sam's Club run or something maybe. But other than that, no plans really. Just stay close just in case. Here's the TIFF blue ones. If you wanna, I don't even know if you can see these. The real, what's up? Oh, I guess I need to turn that around, huh? That's the inside of the TIFF. The outside's TIFF thread. That's the royal blue. Typhon. There's no Typhon on the outside, unfortunately. We don't have Typhon edge tape. Typhon Velcro's never existed. So here's what the multicam black orange looks like. Pretty nice. We have tons of those. Well, not tons of them. We ran every one that was special ordered, and we ran a few extras. So if you want one of those, we have them. And if it's not in the drop-down menu to order, then you order the custom and you put in notes the color you want. Like there's a multicam black toxic. We've got several of all of them. We have roll-ups, the 5 cell and the 7 cell. This is the new little organizer that's online in the email tonight and yesterday. Those will start to be made Monday. We made a couple more of them today just to make any final little tweaks, make sure, build it a few times, make sure we don't want to change anything to it. And we're ready to go on that one. This is the one that I did this afternoon and then gave it to the girls, and they put the zipper in it and edged it. But I did the guts inside of it. This one's for Mark from Dumpbox. Whenever I do new EDC stuff, we typically, this is kind of his color scheme. So he has a matching set, and it's super bright. In this light, it just looks white. There it is. You can see right there. There's the Alpine. But you've got a pocket on the back that'll hold a right and rain. You have all 4 of these pockets will hold a right and rain. You can put SMF inside, SD cards right here. We gave you Velcro here. We gave you a lot of Velcro here, so you can put all your Night Eyes or your Ranger Patch collection there. I did a live on Instagram. Instagram's not pushing my feed out. Typically we have hundreds of people jump on, and typically for the last week or so Instagram I see 2 viewers. So we're not doing videos there. I can't even go, it says it's connecting and going live on Facebook. I can't go live at all on Facebook. Haven't been able to for over a week. So YouTube for now. If you see people mentioning it, just tell them YouTube. This sat out. I started to do a pistol mag case. I was going to do 6 and 6, and this is a 1-inch bind. The bind on this is the seam, is 1 inch. It's going to have to be considerably larger So my math was off quite a bit. To save the project, I went ahead and put a Velcro field here. You can put like a small mesh pocket or some mag cards or organizers. You can put shotgun cards, put pens and pencils, whatever EDC stuff you want, or just use the patch field for patches. But it'll hold 5 pistol mags. It'll have a lid right here that Velcros, and then you could rip it off. You could use the lid or not use the lid. I'm going to play with this a little more, turn it into something probably a little different. We'll put it out. Pistol mag case is probably what it'll be, although it'll have several uses. Thanks for sending out text, YouTube notifications. I'm with you. Fucking every time we think we have it figured out, it changes. Yeah, not receiving anything on Instagram yet. I post every single day. You just have to put in your effort and type in my name and go there and just scroll through and leave a couple comments, and it'll spike it'll spike it back up for you. Matt Christopher, what's up? Scott, what's up, buddy? Big Mac, what's going on? Yeah, the censorship is going to get much worse. Absolutely, it is. I know I think you're supposed to be able to do live on locals. I can't get it to go live on locals either, so I'm not sure. I think elastic on a large EDC will hold a zip up. No, it most definitely won't. It'll hold SD cards. It'll hold a challenge coin. Put your gold Krugerrand in there. You're right. Carry around $2,800 with you. Do you quick ship? No, we don't have. It baffles me when guys email me and they're like, "Hey, where's the quick ship?" Or how come this one's not quick ship? Or I ordered this quick ship. We don't have anything called quick ship. I'm like, hey, can you send me a link to the page where you see that? Because I don't have that. I don't know what you're calling quick ship. If you need something in a hurry, chances are you're on the job and they're giving it to you. Other than that, unfortunately, I sell every fucking thing I make. And I know I'm the hurry guy, right? When I buy a $150,000 car, I want it, yesterday. I want to walk in and buy it. I don't want to wait 6 months to get it, but welcome to the new world. And I've got, 100,000 customers that order and never say anything about it. I don't even know what we're talking about. We have tons of shit that generally will ship the next day. It just depends what it is and the color scheme. If you're in a hurry for something, order the color you want. Put in notes, hey, I'll take anything that will ship the soonest. How long before our money has no perceived... Oh, I don't fucking know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. I feel like things are speeding up, right? The quickening, right? However, I used to listen to Coast AM, not with George Norrie, but with Art Bell, who I met several times. He was saying the same thing. We've been preparing for the end. This is what happened, right? We've been preparing for the end for 20 fucking years, right? How long have I been home from prison? 15 years, 16 years, 17 years now? Almost half my life I've been home from prison now, right? I've been preparing that whole fucking time for society collapse. So much so that I went and just lived and spent all my money waiting for society to collapse. And if you looked at me, I looked borderline fucking impoverished because I spent all my money on preps and shit, right? And one day I heard Spirko say, you're going to spend your entire life preparing for something that might happen, and you're going to look back and you're not going to have lived any of your life. And that's when that switch flipped, right? We can prepare and prepare and prepare, but what are you going to tell your kids as you're dying and nothing fucking went wrong? There's plenty of shit that goes wrong. I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Cover it. Don't dwell on it, though. And I know you're not. I know you're making conversation. But I have to stay away from that conversation for a while. Because guys send me all day long. Guys send me links and memes and COVID this and all this shit, right? And I find myself spending time on it. And when I look at it, the machine just shows me more of it. And when I ignore it, I find that I sleep better at night, not because I'm not worried, because worrying doesn't keep me from sleeping, and this shit isn't making me worry anymore. It never really was. It's because I got so much more shit done. I am fucking tired at the end of the day. We got a lot of shit done today. We got a ton of shit done yesterday. And I have more to show for it than fucking around with the phone, right? Yeah, fear porn, but I'm like we're not even fearful of it anymore. Our money will be worthless when the interest that attached to the debt loan is more than our GDP. Well, okay, you want to have the conversation? Why are all the CEOs? Why are all these fucking billion-dollar, high million-dollar CEOs leaving their companies? Because to legally get rid of their stock, because they hold stock, right? That's how they own the company. They hold their 1% or 51% of the shares in the company. To legally get rid and dump those shares, that's how they do it. They leave the company. They can't. Somebody needs to buy the shares back to continue the company or take majority of the company, and they cash them out in that manner, right? Why are they doing that? Because they feel that the dollar is about to crash. So they're converting to liquid cash. They're using the cash immediately to buy assets, things they perceive to need in the future or things they need to perceive as value. And I hit Scully up about it. I'm like, what do you take of Elon Musk retiring, Elon Musk stepping down as CEO of both Tesla and SpaceX? He said, John, you already know the answer to that. The US dollar is about to crash. All of these guys know it. And to get out, they're taking the cash out and they're buying assets. He said, if you buy an $80,000 truck and the dollar crashes, you still have a truck worth $80,000. It'll actually be worth a lot more at that point if you own it outright. And you can trade it or convert it for whatever monetary thing you guys decide to use, as a means of funds. He also said the government's going to try to step in, one world currency or whatever, right? They're going to try to step in and they're going to save everybody with a crypto. But it's not going to be a crypto it's going to be a crypto they fucking have created so they can track it and everything with it. But you have a ton of dudes worth money we've never perceived that are getting out of the US dollar. So maybe that should tell us something. Thanks for the daily inspiration motivation. I'm ending this year much stronger and getting productive than I started and getting better every day. Right on, Coyote. Awesome, dude. Oh, I see you. I know who you are. Yeah, I see the change, man. I see the change. Yeah. Fucking you're doing it. The dollar will always have a value as long as the American market depends on foreign nations. When China finishes destroying our manufacturing, inflation will begin to cause great economic pain. Or what if China's just really in a world of hurt right now? They're buying all this food. What if they're buying this food because their people are starving? Because they lost literally over 50% of their food production over the floods last year. What if it really is that simple? Who fucking knows? Your thought is fucking probably better than my guess, but it's still a guess, man. It's still a guess. And the thing is, people on the internet, they're not putting their money where their fucking mouth is. They're not putting their money where their fucking mouth is. And 99% of you have no fucking idea who's on the other end of that fucking comment, any of these comments. Johnny Hawks. I've had that conversation with several people this week. Fucking guns and bullets have never gone down in price. You've never lost money on them, ever. If you could store eggs indefinitely and milk, you probably wouldn't lose money on that either. Eggs are double right now what they were last year. We buy eggs 5 dozen. I produce 100 eggs a day. We still buy eggs 5 dozen at a time. They are double in price. That's why we're buying farmland and meat production in the U.S. if they can buy it before Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Yeah, people don't realize how much China owns. You know, China owns Long Beach Naval Shipyard. You know, China just bought a military base in Texas that has a landing strip large enough to land the largest planes in the world. Why did we sell that to China in the middle of Texas? Get harvest right, long-term egg. I have it. I have a freeze dryer, buddy. We freeze dry all kinds of eggs. But that doesn't, and you know, and if you're telling me that, who are you? 806 Travel. I don't know who you are. Do you actually have a freeze dryer, or are you just throwing that out there? Because if you've ever eaten freeze dry eggs, they're not a fucking thing. They're nothing like a real egg. They're freeze dried eggs, man. You ate them. You ate something similar in boot camp, or Boy Scouts, or county jail when they used to serve eggs in jails. It's not the same. Ribeye steak, 0.40 for, yeah, dude, I buy ribeyes, Bill. I eat a ribeye almost every night. Almost every night. Dude, I'm eating $45 steaks at home. Fucking nuts. Nuts. Not as good. Yeah, absolutely, man. They are absolutely still as good. And we run the Harvest Right freeze dryer almost 24 hours a day. We are constantly. So if that's the case, you know 20 eggs will fit on a tray. You know there's 5 trays in the large. That's 100 eggs at a time. You know you're going to put one tray, basically crushes up and goes in a 1 pound bag or one, you know, so you know the math on it. And then I like to put them in small packages so when we open them, they're not as, we don't have as much on the counter space, right? We use black U-line Mylar bags that have a Ziploc in them. We do seal them with an impulse sealer. And then I nest them, right? I set them all in, because they're kind of like cheese wedges. I set them all in upright, and then I set them in upside down, so it takes up all the space, and I put them in these containers. I like to use clear containers, so that in the stock rooms, I can see exactly what I have in the fucking containers. Putting a deer or 3, good for you, man. Fucking good for you. I fit 72 in the 4 tray, right on. China. So for people that don't know, having this conversation about the freeze dryer, you can't just crack eggs and put them in there, because the whites will freeze dry and the yolks are higher in fat. They will not freeze at the same rate. So you will get a somewhat unprocessed egg. So because we're using farm eggs, we break them into a bowl one at a time, and we dump that bowl into a bigger bowl, and then we use just a little blender, hand blender, and we just, you know, whisk them up, pop the yolks. Deer liver is great, soaked in milk first. Just started buying silver, John, down the rabbit hole I go. Jeremy, hit me up on Facebook. Just send me a message through Messenger. I'll put you in some buying groups. You can get ASE silver. You can buy it a little bit lower cost than you will at a coin store or a dealer like JM Bullion or Atmex, and you won't pay tax. Well, I mean, you can if you want to, but lime your eggs, so like water glassing, Steve. Sleepy Joe did it. Sleepy Joe might have done some shit years ago. That man isn't coherent enough to do shit. That's a fucking puppet show, man. The question is who's pulling the strings. Yeah, CEOs did start to leave before 2020. Like 25,000 of them. They were leaving when we were still doing the podcast. We talked about it several times. Got a portable Blackstone. Man, I keep hearing the Blackstone name. What do you think of it, Chuck? Runs on 1 pound bottles. Already have the conversion kit for larger tank. Just another prep. Yeah, I buy 1 pound. Like anytime we go to the grocery store, Walmart's still the cheapest place to buy these. We used to buy them in 3 packs. Now we buy them in 2 packs. Anytime I hit up, especially out of town, if there's a Sports Authority, we'll hit that up and I'll buy Jetboil fuels just because they're convenient. They're quiet. They're concealable. They're convenient. If you want to just make a fast thing of coffee or heat up a meal. They're great for that. Having food put up long-term storage is one of the best feelings in the world. Absolutely. It's not, you're not going to lose money on it. And if you work it in, you can play camping in the house with the kids or, whatever. You can make great shit out of freeze-dried stuff. Local Walmart had no jars, but boxes and boxes of lids. See, we don't have any lids. We don't have, well, I mean, we have lids. We have lids. The Walmarts don't have lids. They have jars. But if you, as you know, if you buy jars, jars come with lids. Now, you can get together with a couple buddies or something and buy a pallet load of jars from several places. What you don't realize when you think you're going to do that is those bulk jars, when you buy them like that, those don't come with lids. You're not buying a pallet like they unload at Walmart of ball jars with the lids and rings. That's not what you're buying. .22-inch griddle, right on. Mineral oil for eggs. Natural eggs already have coverage. So we don't even mineral oil them. We have eggs in like shoe boxes, right? Plastic shoe boxes. And we have 3 of them. And basically, we fill up the first one, fill up the second. As the first one moves, I move those over, and that's how we date them. But we have eggs we don't ever refrigerate our farm eggs. If there's poop on them, I will wash them off with the pressure nozzle in the sink. And even that, I know I'm washing the mother off or whatever the fuck is on there, right? Whatever they call it, the blossom, the bloom. I still don't refrigerate my eggs. We don't have any rotten eggs, ever. And they're never refrigerated. They're out of, and some of them are out for probably 2 or 3 weeks. We don't have an issue with it. Now, if you're going to put them on the counter longer than that, you can, mineral oil them. You can do all kinds of shit to them. Olive oil works. You can wax them. There's all kinds of stuff people have done. Case of lids from the local Walmart. Right on. Ours doesn't have them. We just don't fucking see them. And I'm sure if you're there at the right time, then, you can grab them. A secret that we've used when everybody was panic buying jars and nobody could get jars, Target. People at Target, for some reason, don't buy canning supplies. So you do just an order and pickup, and then you come to customer service and pick it up. So if we were going to Nashville, we'd order jars from 2 or 3 Targets, and then if we'd go to Jackson or Memphis, we'd do the same thing. And we would typically come home with 20, 30 flats of jars. And we, for the most part, buy, quart jars, the bigger jars. Got confirmation, fully equipped FUPA. Jen, awesome. I buy a few boxes every time I see them and jars. My fiance does a ton of canning, right on. Same with Target. Yeah, Target, people don't can that go to Target, I guess. Maynard's, I think that's what Dawn turned me on to. We ordered a lot of them through the mail from Maynard's. I think it was Maynard's. Just buy what they have as far as jars, lids. Can't complain about extra lids. I have a Coleman liquid stove and adapters that will run kerosene, gasoline, Coleman fuel. So some of the Coleman makes up. There's guys that collect Coleman stoves. Like there are a ton of Coleman stoves out there, and variations of them. But you can get a Coleman stove right now on Amazon that'll run gasoline, or white gas, or Coleman fuel, which I think is also white gas, if I remember right. Maynard's is bare of canning stuff up here. Has been for at least 8 months. Is the micro rig main pouch big enough for a med kit? It absolutely is, yeah. It's actually made, it is spaced, this math works on purpose. It will hold 4 M4 mags. The footprint for a pouch for an M4 mag is typically 3 inches. Our medical insert tray, it'll hold 2 med insert trays. That pouch will also hold 2 smoke grenades. So you can put any combination of those. You can put 2 mags and our med insert tray. You could put 2 med insert trays, and the med insert tray in that pocket will hold a lot of shit. Organized, and then you can take it out. I'm using the big iPad. and my arms are fucking tired. So that's why you guys are seeing a lot of floor. As I notice I'm doing it, I'm trying to kick the iPad back up. Liberty. Amanda's is the FUPA. It is not the XL. It's just the normal FUPA. See comment. Did you see my comment about employer? I did not. So yoga pants and masks. Well, fucking Walmart sells yoga pants and masks too. I mean, depending on the time of day. If you go during business hours, you'll see nothing but footy pajamas. Dirty footy pajamas. Like they've been walking barefoot through a truck stop bathroom. Plowing snow, right on. Already lighting fireworks off. So I'm seeing on the cameras, I'm seeing lightning. We're supposed to have some inbound storms coming. Does anyone have a Max 4 12 gauge duck hunting need? So we have orders for them. You're going to see them coming. We're going to run another run of them. We just cut the 2 colors we had the most of, and Highlander is one of them, which, as you know, a lot of guys use for duck hunting. And black. The black ones are mostly done. They just need to be laced up, meaning the cards need to be put inside them. And these ones, being that they're on the floor, these will probably be done Monday also. Gave till midnight to upload Vax card and have to wear mask. Said doesn't matter, still have to wear mask. Fucking nuts. Lots of fireworks here in Memphis. Are you sure? Are you sure that's not just a fucking normal Friday night in Memphis? Frank, what up? It's the lowlifes in my area. I've been hearing gunfire soon, if not just after midnight. I haven't heard any Jeremy Kirby, but we were way out here. Yeah, you won't hear no damn fireworks. There are no, well, I shouldn't say that. There's probably no fireworks around here. I really thought New Year's Eve was tomorrow. Not that it makes any difference. We're usually in bed by midnight on New Year's Eve. The girl sent you an Amanda email. Jen, I saw the, you sent me a video today, but I'd already seen it before of, what's that cat's, is that cat's name Freedom? What's that cat's name? I can't remember its name. That had the pigeon. And we can light fireworks here. Shit, you can light fireworks there. You're not going to catch nothing on fire, but we can light fireworks here. And we know the guy that owns the fireworks store, so. And I have a bunch of fireworks here, too. Cobra Kai season. I haven't seen any of those. I have a woodland mask I never wore right on. Still have Day of the Dead grocery. I have a shit ton of Day of the Dead grocery bags. Here's more they finished today. Andrew Moss, how are you, man? Noticed in the vid with James, you had an all-American canner. I have one and find it's the best, but have learned to pick up a few spare parts. Yes, yes, it is the workhorse. It is the best. Do you have any available spare parts, just like you do for your Country Living grain mill? Have spare parts. And do yourself a favor and buy a Presto canner, the electric one. They are so convenient, man. You don't have to set a timer. It does everything for you. You don't have to set a Wi-Fi camera to watch it so you can see it when you're in another room or whatever, right? Just get you a Presto canner, use it while it works, and just know how to use. And depending on your stove too, like we have a gas stove in here, it gets hot to run that fucking thing. So we bought a commercial hot plate, which all the canning group says is the best one out there. So we bought a electric hot plate to run that thing with, should we need to. We also have turkey fryers and all kinds of outdoor shit. But the Presto canner is so fucking good. We bought 2 of them and run them simultaneously. And we run them off the same wall circuit. So I don't know how much amperage they're drawing, but it's not bad enough to fucking throw, the circuit. Harry Potter bags. I did not know they were available. Going to have to get. I don't know that they are available. I would probably have that conversation with us first. Horizontal smoke pouches available. Yeah, didn't we have this conversation already? I emailed you yesterday. That's you, right? You're the guy that always has the issues with the belt, or is that just some other guy named Giuseppe? That's not your name. What's your actual name? I don't remember. Yes, I replied to your email when you asked me that. Are you holding an event in February 18th, 19th and 20th? 19th and 20th, Andrew. We're going to have on-site, not you? Okay, not you. We're going to have on-site. There's some dude that is a fucking pain in the ass, and I've literally told him not to fucking order from me anymore. And he continues to order. I'm going to fucking lock his account and just start refunding his orders. Every time he orders, there is a problem. And he goes by Giuseppe. Yes, 19th and 20th, we're allowing on-site camping. Vendors, if you have a product that you make and you want to see about being a vendor here, it doesn't have to necessarily be specifically homestead or prepper related. We have a lot of dudes from a lot of different, and I say dudes, I mean people, right? When I walk in a room full of fucking women, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? So if you want to be a vendor, get with us and discuss what your product is. And we'll put you with our audience, perhaps. But yeah, we got speakers and people presenting, and it's not just lectures, it's hands-on stuff. There are a lot of people here doing their skills, and it's hands-on, and you can see how to do it, if not even participate. We got solar guys coming in. We've got knife guys coming in. We've got American Tomahawks coming in. NOC Firearms is coming in, firearms training, NOC. Kevin Dixie is coming in. Dr. Barry will be here. I believe Neethi Bali is coming in to present. I hope she is. I enjoy spending time with her. Problem customers. And it's just it's the one, right? And that when you see his name that it's going to be some silly shit. Like the dude orders an inner belt and he's like, I want the hook Velcro, but on the outside. Okay, well, flip the fucking belt over. It's the dude that wants to know if the shoelace is left side or right side. It's a fucking shoelace. Try not to get it around your neck. No, he's not using your name. He goes by Giuseppe, though. So I have always assumed that you are that dude. Jim, happy New Year's to you. Sounds dope. The products are cool, but the information is worth it. So Andrew, them are bigger than others. And the last couple get-togethers we've had, we didn't call them parties because they weren't, right? It was more informative. It was a smaller audience on purpose. We didn't promote it. We didn't put money behind it to keep the audience small because I wasn't bringing in bands and food trucks and Glock wasn't coming and Walter wasn't going to be here, shit like that. So I didn't want people to travel. My goal for the last couple parties was that people not fly here from Japan and Germany, Israel, New Zealand, and feel let down, right? So I didn't promote it. And it was a little small. We had about 250 people, 300 people show up. And what it was is everybody had been watching the homestead videos we'd been doing for the last couple of years, and they're like, hey, can I see your garden? Can I see the aquaponics? Can I see the greenhouse? Can I see the water catchment? Can I see the rabbits? Can I see your chicken coops and how you're doing them? And I just found myself literally all day walking around with groups of 10 to 20 people, just showing them what we're doing on the property. And the common theme was, hey, we just bought 5 chickens, or we sold our house in the city. We're moving out further where we can have, goats or whatever it was. So people were hungry for that. And Jack Spearco has all these get-togethers at his place. And Nicole has get-togethers and, does stuff. She does chicken processing and turkey processing classes at her place. And I said, hey, I want to do one of these things. She's like, I'll help you. So we did the last one. We didn't put any advertising money behind it. We just kind of wanted to test it and see where our problems were before we ended up with 1,000 people here. And we learned a lot doing the first one. It went off very well, I think. We had I think there was 300 people showed up, 350. And it went off very well. And this next one, we're going to have a lot more people. I think we're putting a giant fucking circus tent out in the front parking lot. So we have more presenting area. I'd like to try aquaponics. Steve, I have huge heads of cabbage right now in my aquaponic and floating rafts. I probably have 10 of them. I need to cut them up and put them in crocks and start kraut with them and kimchi. And then I have several heads that are forming really good heads of cauliflower going right now. And then my broccoli just kind of bolted. I'm just kind of letting it keep growing and growing and growing. And every day I cut off of it and feed it to the rabbits. Smoking a pig, February 19th. Hey, what's up? What's up? You are you? You the pig smoker? There she is. That's who we were just. Speak of the devil and she will appear. What do you think the outlook is for the USA in the next 10 years? John, man, I don't know when you got on here. What if it's all by design, right? And here's what I mean by that. What if it is to get most people to worry about it and not perform? How many people stopped going to work? How many people right now are still living in houses that they haven't paid rent on for the last 2 years? What is about to happen when they kick all those people out? Because so far they haven't been allowed to kick them out, but the banks are still collecting the fucking mortgages. But the property owner, the landlord, can't generate funds off the tenant, but the tenant can still stay there. But for most people I know, if anything, it's caused them to leave their job and start their own business, or take their second job that they were doing, which was their own business, and do it for real. During the Civil War, you know why you hear the term 3%ers? Because only 3% of the people fought during the Civil War. But there was tons and tons of millionaires made by the Civil War. There were tons and tons of millionaires in the United States made from World War II, all the big industry stuff, right? World War II. We were selling stuff to the fucking U.S. military, and we were selling stuff to the fucking enemies all around the world. It's what always happens. What if you ignore the bullshit and figure out a goods and service, right? I make this stuff. If the power goes out, making this stuff's going to be very different, right? Are we going to make this stuff? Probably not. I've set myself up over the last 5-6 years to homestead and kind of be able to food produce. And we live in an area where people will need that, and we're in an area that's pretty secluded. I mean, yeah, tanks could roll in here or whatever could fucking happen, Red Dawn. The building could burn down or, but for the most part, we've set ourselves up. If the power goes out, I can still employ most of my people. We won't be paying them in cash because if the power goes out, cash is probably no longer of use either. But we will be bartering services for food. Most of my employees, not all of them, but most of my employees don't have any chickens. They don't have any garden, and we have the ability to scale. And we've had that conversation, many of them, like, look, if the power goes out, make your way here. Make your way here. There will still be work, and we will still feed you. I never see another Fraser spelled that way, maiden name. Yes, permaculture passive solar construction is booming. I got the text notification. Ed, what's up, buddy? How are you? I was wandering around the interwebs today and wondered if Franklin scandal a dry run of Little St. James. Scott, I'm not even sure what we're talking about here. I don't know what that is. Brian Fraser, what's up? You said my name 3 times. I was summoned. How about JR coming down to talk about RVs and prepping bug out use? Keystone, I think that'd be great, man. I think that'd be great. I would get with Nicole, livingfreeintennessee.com. Just get with her and see what our schedule is so far. Are you going to bring some badass Sprinter van? We have a couple clients that come through here with some fucking amazing Sprinter vans. Holy shit, those things are cool. I don't even want it on the Sprinter van. I just want to take all the shit off their van and put it on a tiny home. I would still take the Sprinter van though. And if you would like, whoever said they'd like to try aquaponics, look up Kratky aquaponics. You can, with a 5-gallon bucket and a drill, you know, with a hole saw. You don't even have to have that really. You could just do it with a hot knife or something. And some powdered chemicals. You could be growing right now in your living room or your kitchen. I mean, you can do it, and it's not even, you don't even need electricity to do it, to really just start it in its rawest form. Sovereign Village Gathering north of Nashville, right on. Black micro rig, black red thread is your jam. Yeah, that's beautiful. I have one though. Franklin Scandals was the Nebraska child prostitution ring. Little St. James. Oh, Epstein. Got you. What you should be asking yourself is what the fuck was in all those papers that they sealed up that we can never discuss. So we're going to prosecute her, but we're not going to prosecute any of her clients. You know why? Because the prosecution was her clients. They were all, everyone's involved. They were all involved. Your highest levels of government were involved. I got indoor crack key in my living room. Seated Thanksgiving week. Have too much lettuce now. Can you let me know when you and the crew want lunch and I will call and pay? Jen, I super appreciate that. If ever you are here, we will have lunch together. But as far as having lunch, we make lunch here. We cook lunch. We've got Amanda cooks lunch and Jeremy cooks lunch. Jeremy does 3 days a week. We shop for it. He preps it all day. Prior to that, we had a chef that cooked every fucking meal here and did all my meal preps for the weekends and everything. But I appreciate it. Thank you, though. Radioactive rays permeate the magnetosphere, fry everything. It happened 12,000 years ago. They let us build this for 6,000 years. When the rays burn, they will be in bunkers. Are the 3-day bags coming this year? I don't have an answer for you. We've got day packs. You'll probably see day packs again here. How about the thousands of photographs seized as part of the? Yeah, I mean, how about that 85% of the flight list it was redacted and the jury didn't get to see the names on there. Crack key and concrete mixing tubs you get at the hardware store starting to fly. So what are you using for the top, Nate? Are you using like floating raft? Are you doing it floating raft style? What's holding your pots, your net pots? Send Nam a gift. Nah, they don't. Totally unnecessary. Places we eat there so frequently that they make us stuff off menu. We send business to them. We are all good. I appreciate it though. Tried to tip my order enough to pay for lunch. Yeah, I don't. The tip thing, you can only do a percentage of the order. Let's see some black multicam. Oh man, we have a lot of black. We built a lot. Here, this is a new pouch EDC organizer. This is online right now. You can order it. These will be made Monday, Tuesday, start shipping. Multicam black. It's got a pocket on the back. This will hold one of the larger Right in the Rain pads. All 4 pockets inside will also hold those. You can put pens, pencils, folding knives, flashlight, whatever you want to put in there. These are slotted elastic pockets. Think SD cards, challenge coins, gold rounds, silver rounds. A lot of Velcro field to put your EDC patches and stuff. Here's a couple other color. These are the 2 color combos that are currently online that you can order these in. Here's a prototype I was working on tonight when we did the knife portfolio, which we have made. Those are shipping. You can order them. They'll ship Monday most likely. We have a lot of the small EDC pouches we made, knife portfolios. The cigar cases are being made and will start shipping Monday, Tuesday. This is a pistol mag pouch. When I made the knife portfolio, a lot of guys were asking, can you put pistol mags? You can, 1911, single stack. You can't put the bigger ones. It's just not thick enough. And that's what I ran into here. My math was off. I was going after 6 and 6, and I ended up with 5. And the bite of the book, right, is too small. It needs to be about 2 inches, 2.5, in order to be able to zip. So what I'm after is 12 inbound, but then you start looking at this, it won't fit in a tool bag. So we'll probably go 5, right? So 10. But to save the project, I went ahead and put a full Velcro field here. So you could put shotgun cards, for instance, and then you could put all your pens and pencils. You could put cigars in there. You could put, you know, anything, any of our Velcro back cards will fit on this, or you could just put your patches and stuff. Harder to, yeah, because the microphone is on the front instead. Credit card processing systems flag abnormal tip amounts and flag them as issues to prevent them from going through. So I could just do a custom item. I mean, there's all kinds of shit we could do. There's some way to work that out. Or I'll just start using the Patreon. I mean, I have one. I've never used it. This is a cigar case built around a certain size. They're built around the full size, like your human being ones, right? Your typical big band, the Cohibas. But you can put 12 cigars. I can put 4 and 4 in the slots, and you can put 3 more in the middle. Hold on. Never mind. I thought I had a box of Cohibas down here. I don't. They're upstairs. Got a new SUV and needs seat back organizer. Andrew, buy them from Gray Man or buy them from Raygo. I've got both. I never was happy with our seat back organizer because it was wobbly, right? It wasn't stiff enough. Yeah, these are probably sold out. You can look online, look up CC, look up Coco Chanel. We do a t-shirt almost every week. We've run hundreds of them. We never rerun them. Little spring-fed pond half. I'll get started on doors this year. Right on. Got an SUV and needs seat back or yeah, go with the Gray Mans, guys. I have them in the 4Runner right now. So multicam black guy, whoever that was. I've got some left-hand micro rigs. I have some toiletry bags. I have multicam black red, multicam black orange, multicam black tiff, multicam black royal blue. I would suspect that there are some multicam black, plain multicam black around here. I've got all the EDC pouches, the little ones. These have pockets inside them also, and some Velcro. Multicam black, woodland. I've got the knife roll-ups, 5-cell and 7-cell. Guys asking about the. Wait a minute. This is not the. This is the injectables pouch. The injectables medications pouch. And then knife portfolios. Acid Cuba is a great cigar. Right on. Multicam black for. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Need one of those for my truck. Want the brand of the rack. Rego Manufacturing makes these metal ones. I have them. That's who has done a lot of the racking systems inside my 4Runner. A lot of the storage and organization. I have some stuff from Victory Off-Road also. And then for inside, on my seats, I'm using more of the Gray Man because they're hard plastic and they're not metal. That's why I'm using them. I have no day packs right now. Hold on. I do. I have 2 day packs. I have the Coyote Black combo. I have 2 of those. Here are knife portfolios. I've got them in TIFF blue. I've got them in multicam black. I've got them in multicam black TIFF. I have them in multicam black purple. I have some multicam black red thread BBD bags. Multicam black toxic, multicam black red, and multicam black 18-inch duffels. Those are fully lined. They have a removable shoulder strap. I've got OD, multicam black OD there. Orange Fox Fab makes the best storage racks for Toyotas. Right on. Right on. I don't know that I've ever heard of them. I have, my truck is fully kitted out with Victory Off-Road. I know Melissa from Rego. She's been totally fucking cool to us. And everything I'm buying now, if like Rego just didn't have the bumper I wanted, or I would have went with all Rego stuff. I wanted the dual swing out gates, and Victory had that. Victory's gates have failed four fucking times. And they're like, well, we've never seen this happen. So I'm like, can you just tell me where the part comes from, or sell me some of these latches? I know you guys don't make them. I would assume it's a Granger part. And they're like, well, you can buy them. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll buy them. Can you facilitate that right now while I have you an email? And they're like, well, call the shop. My wife called the shop 5 fucking days. You know who got me the part? Fucking Rego sent me the part. So I'm kind of fucking done with Victory Off-Road. I bought $16,000 worth of shit from them, and their $30 latch that they sourced and use has a failure point. And he's like, we've never seen bullshit. You've never seen it. I have my shit set up like every other fucking photo on your fucking Instagram page. I have 2 5-gallon fuel cells on that swing out pivot, and your latch has failed. The fucking pin that the center point swings on has fallen out because it's fucking press fit in, and it comes out the bottom. And my suspicion is it's the weight causing vibration, combination of vibration and weight, because it happens only on that latch. If you're going to sell exotic animals, what kind, and being how high in koi fish never goes away, and you have aquaponics, would that be the one? Brian, I don't know, man. I have koi in there right now. I start with like a 5-inch koi. My koi right now are probably 12 inches long. I have big fish right now. Do you have video with your truck load out? If you look on my Instagram, SOE Tactical Gear, there's a ton of, there's pictures up there all over the place. Instagram. And there's pictures on this YouTube channel. I have 2,600 videos. If you go back and scroll through my day on the compound videos, my trucks are in there all the time. You have video with your truck let out? Yes, Jen, I totally get it. He would probably breed Savannah cat. I would not breed Savannah cats. I would not. I would breed probably bigger cats. Get her while she's tipsy. Would the injectables pouch be too big for HRT vial? Travis, I don't know whatever kind of HRT you're running that you think's too big. I'll take some of that. Equipoise, Finaplex, Winstrol, Deca, Sustanon, Anavar, whatever you got. We talking like Mexican pharmaceuticals? Those came in some bigger bottles, but typically it's a 5 or 10 cc bottle, isn't it? They would fit, but it's more for like ready ejects, right? Remember when you used to see Sustanon 250 or Deca, and it'd come in the needle package, and the oil, the steroids were already in the injection? That's kind of what I had originally set it up for. It was for battlefield medicine, small injections, or preloaded, syringes. But it will fit. You can put quite a bit in there. A seal weld on the pin hitch might fix the problem. We actually, Neil did tack it. He fixed it. It is fixed. But it's just the fact that the fucking thing was swinging around. And it's raining. That pivot, that swing out, was rubbing against the spare tire, which sooner or later would have been a problem. And like I've communicated with them multiple times, and I'm talking to the fucking owner, and he fucking carbon copies me and hands me off to some other motherfucker that won't take care of the shit. I'm not asking you to send me them free, even though it is clearly a fucking problem with the parts you sourced. Just tell me where to buy them, and you won't tell me where I can just fucking go order them online, and I have to call your place. And we call literally multiple times a day for 5 days and get fucking no one. You guys don't answer the phone. I know you don't. You know you don't. You fucking have told me in the past nobody mans the phone. So why not just handle this through email right now? Gold is heavy. What's your thoughts on holding physical gold and assets over cash? How much cash do you have? Like, are you going to... If you have gold, could you take gold tomorrow while you're out in town, right? It's a store of wealth, right? It's so that the dollar doesn't depreciate, kind of. But if you converted all your money into gold and you had the gold, right? Could you go buy something with it tomorrow? Like, stop and think about it. I know it sounds like a good idea during the collapse. There were manor houses bought with 2 ounces of gold, many of them back, 100, 200 years ago. Whole estates bought during the plagues and shit. And during Weimar, right? Whole entire ranches were purchased for 2 gold coins. But could you do it? Yes, you should have some gold. Yes, you should have some silver. Jack likes to say 10%. I guess I don't know what percentage I have in there, but I pretty consistently buy gold. Not gold, silver. I pretty consistently buy silver. I do have some gold. I have crypto. I just bought more yesterday. I just took some out of Bitcoin and put it into something else. Just have your money, in a few different places. But I mean, if we're having the conversation and you're talking about, like, what are we talking about? Are you buying $20,000 worth of gold tomorrow? Or are you buying $100 because all you can buy is $100? If all you can buy is $100, you're playing a game in your head that doesn't fucking matter. You should hold your money in cash right now, take that cash, buy materials, convert something, create something, and sell something and make a lot more cash. And then when you have enough cash that you're worried, oh shit, I have all this cash in the safe. If a fire comes and burns up my cash, well, then you would have been a lot better off having it in gold or silver. But if you're not to that point yet, you should focus on why the fuck are you not at that point and how do you get to that point? Get motivated and fucking move, right? If you want to buy shit, and not have to look at the price tag, you have to be willing to work and not look at the fucking clock. My cats get all over the SOE. They do. Yeah, they do. Absolutely could buy anything with gold tomorrow. I know dealers everywhere in the boon to rally. Steve Hall, you're not that dude. That's not you. I'm saying the dude that asked the question, you're not the typical dude, Steve. I have no fucking clue who you are, but you have an answer for everything. And it seems like you have your shit together. If you are how you seem to be online, you're a badass motherfucker that I would like to be friends with. But most people don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to handle it. I bought a K5 Chevy Blazer with gold pandas. I rolled up. There was an Egyptian dude there. He had it. I said, will you take gold? He got a big ass smile. And I fucking bought a Chevy K5 Blazer with gold coins in San Diego. Not really. I know not. Okay, well, the aquaponics is easy, buddy, because fucking we set it up two years ago. The aquaponics is simple, man. The knowledge is everywhere. I hated cats until someone brought me a Savannah for my birthday. Yeah, I didn't like cats. I actually have a video I either watched today that's not been loaded or loaded up yesterday. I got videos going up on YouTube. And I said in there, I used to hate cats. Never fucking liked cats. I probably would have swerved to try to run over a cat. But I like the cats that I have. I got this hauler covered though. Steve, I don't know who, have we met, man? Was the Egyptian or Chaldean, San Diego, got a lot of Caldos? Oh, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I was some asshole kid that was waiting for the end of the world. Even back then, I was probably 21, 22, and I was waiting for civilization to collapse, and I was putting cash into gold and silver then too, in case, because all the prepper shit said put your cash in gold and silver. Born and raised in San Diego, right on. You have an organizer pouch for a backpack inside. We don't, man. We have the mesh pockets. $5 of Dodge. You have $5 of Dogecoin? Silver is heavy. Yeah, silver's heavy. So is bullets. So that argument doesn't really work. There's two sides to everything, right? For every positive, we can throw 3 negatives at you. And for every negative, we can throw 3 positives at you. It's just what's right for you, you know? If we're talking fire, paper burns in fire. You'd probably be better off having gold or silver. If you're talking store of value, I mean, if you put $10,000 in your safe a year ago, it doesn't buy nearly what it does right now. But then again, you're going to get paid in US dollars when you convert the gold to spend it anyways. So you're still kind of going to be in the same. It didn't go up. It actually came back down to a more reasonable price as a consumer to buy silver and gold. The gold has pretty much, been stagnant. Crayons, what's up? Odyssey, Bucks. I don't think I have any. Are you going to make the new EDC organizer multicam black red or alpine? Of course, of course. I meant to put it online tonight, and it just didn't happen. I don't know what I was doing. Something. The multicam black red didn't make it online yet. I don't think we'll do them in alpine, but we'll definitely do it multicam black red. Customers request cover pouch for Nintendo Switch. I used to make them for the PSP. We won't make one for, well, I don't know. Fucking, I probably shouldn't say that. You get me 20 guys that say they want them, and we'll talk about making them. Otherwise, jam it into something we already make. I feel like I've seen somebody making camo pouches for those things, though. Lost chat for a bit. Were your old TRT implants controllable pre-insertion by rate of dispense or one-sided? So they make them at a pharmacy. A compounded pharmacy actually makes them, and they look like little rat poison pellets when they put them in. And I would actually get 12 pellets put in. And depending on your metabolism and how much you worked out and body heat and everything else, you would eat them up pretty quickly. Ideally, a lot of guys will get pellets put in, and then they'll get a script for other stuff from another place, and they'll run extra testosterone or extra whatever on top of the pellets. That's kind of a workaround to get more. But depending on the doctor, they're not going to allow that. Depending on the labs, it just depends on the reason, right? If you can find the right guy to do what you want to do. It is fun, John. It's fun, right? And it motivates people to kind of get into this, and this in itself is a hobby. So if you want to be like the doomsday prepper guy, how do you monetize it? I mean, Nate's fucking monetized it. I would assume Nate's making some pretty good money. Canadian preppers, who I'm talking about. You know, Bear's video. These guys doing these morning intel briefs. Bears is, a really good intel brief. That's how I found him and was listening to him just talk about current events. S2 Underground is another really good one. Gives you a morning intel brief on kind of what's going on, current situations. But who's the other one? There's another one, something prepping. There's Pinball Prepper and Bubblegum Prepper and Magic Prepper and Prepper. One of them, I don't know which one, does a morning, just kind of, he reads the news. And it's smart because it draws attention to his YouTube channel. It just goes up, you get a notification. It's a 2 or 3 minute video. He's telling you breaking news, which is not at all fucking actionable to you. And 99.9% of the time will not affect you in your entire fucking life. If you look at all this stuff going on right now with Putin, right? Putin's the devil, and Putin's going to end the world, and Putin's our next war, right? I read headlines yesterday that they wrote about Putin that were fucking recycled and identical to 2016. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't stop it. And thinking about it, all it does is take headspace out of your head. And it slows down what you're doing to do progress. It slows your progress down. I hate the needle. I can't do it myself. I can't stab others. So Brian, it's not an inch and a half, fucking 14 gauge, 10 gauge fucking giant needle, right? We were like, I used to use a needle that was a veteran. Like it was like putting a hole saw in your fucking ass cheek, right? It would bleed like fuck. It would cut meat. Nowadays, your hormone replacement therapy, you're using insulin syringes. Like literally when you stick them in, you don't feel them. And you put them in your belly fat. You put them in your love handles. So you don't have to try to, like if I'm shooting intermuscular, I shoot into shoulders, back of delts, tricep, like intermuscular. But nowadays, everybody they just use a tiny insulin syringe, and you put it into your love handle. So you can pinch your love handle. I know you're looking at it right now. I am. I have mine, and you just fucking put it in there, man. You don't even feel it at all. Southern Prepper is the one I am talking about. That is the dude I'm talking about. He's been walking. Been doing his videos outside now, like walking along a fence line. That's the dude. That's the guy. Yeah. Yeah, Southern Prepper. Yeah, I like Bear also. This guy you're talking about doing a walk up with my property. Nick Ferguson. I was talking about Nick Ferguson, Jen. And you can reach out to Nick Ferguson. You can find him on Facebook. But he can do a lot just by looking at Google Earth. My syringes are 18 gauge. I do intramuscular on the top thigh. I can't shoot into my thigh. I've tried fucking putting it in my thigh. I'll be sitting on a toilet and put it in my thigh, and I swear to God, my thigh will push the fucking needle back out. And it's like, you know when the doctor in the cartoons, they hit you with the hammer on the kneecap and the knee fucking kicks the doctor in the head? That's what my knee does when I try to shoot, when I try to put a needle into my fucking legs. But in California, like you'd get your stuff from Mexico. Like we were getting our stuff from the SEALs. Like we were going to Mexico with the SEALs also. But it was usually like cops or somebody that had the hookup, you know. And then when you meet, you know, pro level athletes and stuff, that kind of changes. But in California, it was always some bullshit. And I was younger then too, right? So hormone replacement isn't as kind of, it was more taboo then. So to get needles, they'll give a heroin addict needles all fucking day long, but God forbid some dude needs some fucking needles to do some shit that he wants to do. So you're getting veterinary needles, and they're typically bigger. And nowadays you can buy your needles right on Amazon. They'll send them right to your house. You don't need a prescription or anything. Got an email to rescue an F1 from neglected owner. Going to get her tomorrow. Right on. You got to quarantine her, right? You have to quarantine them for a little while. Best decision of 2021 was get my tea straight. It changes everything, guys. You sleep better. You fucking perform better. You think faster. Brain fog is a real thing. It's real. You should check out neurotropics. Check that out. There's a lot of different things that you can use, you know, to help with that. A couple days ago talking blueberry bushes. Did you get the tips I wrote? Steve, I feel like I did, and I don't know if I did. Did you email them to me, or where did you put those? So this YouTube video here, unfortunately, when we end this video, there are no comments. Whereas on Facebook, you see the comments and people can, you know, continue to reply whenever they watch the video a year later or whatever. On YouTube, there are no comments. You can comment after the video, but nobody that views the video can see the comments. Hard time on your injection schedule. I take testosterone on Mondays and Thursdays. And I take, I don't know what else I'm taking right now. I was taking HCG. They just fucking made it illegal to sell HCG through compounded pharmacies. So my HCG went from being $50 a month to being fucking $300 a month. So I'm now taking, I don't know, Nolmadex or Clomid, or I don't even know what the script is. Testosterone does make your brain work better, Josh. Yeah, it did, man. Is somebody saying it's hard to draw? That's why they use a bigger needle. Have your woman do it. Have your woman do it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Happy New Year's. I thought New Year's Eve was tomorrow. I really had no idea it was today. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. And if you need something, send me an email. And I'm going to go and have a drink, I think. Yeah, I do testosterone twice a week. I use it in an insulin syringe. I run a pretty higher dose of like I have to be careful what I say on here, right? Yes, I run testosterone. I inject twice a week. Yeah, watch the storms. I don't even hear any right now. But I'm sure they'll be here. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Josh, love you, man. I will, I'm sure I'll talk to you tonight or tomorrow or something. I'm getting off of here. How much are your shots? I'm doing 0.4 milliliters twice a week. I don't know. I think my shit costs about $275. I don't know. Amanda can answer that, I'm sure. I'm sure she knows what it is. But I don't smoke. I don't vape. I don't have any other, habits. Falling Freedom Sea. Oh, yeah, no shit. Yeah, Falling Bullets. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's one vial every 2 weeks, 1 milliliter, I think. I think I get bigger vials.